Hello friends. So first of all, hi, I am your biology teacher Rhythm Mehta, and I will start your new journey of life, rather your 11th and 12th science biology. Okay, so first of all, congratulate to all for your 10th result. Okay, and now you decide the your new journey or a new vision towards the science and towards the biology. Okay, so first of all, what is biology? So biology is made up of so many units. Okay, so if you separately it is if you see the separately, it is made up of three main subjects. First of all, it is made up of botany, then zoology and microbiology. Okay, so first of all, the botany, the zoology and microbiology, these whole components these whole subjects which include in a single textbook, and they form the whole biology. Okay, so first of all, you have 11th science textbook. So if you see the textbook, it have the different kinds of it has the different kinds of units. First of all, if you see the living world, okay, and then classification of different animals and different plants, then morphology of plants, then morphology of animals like tissue and the different organs. Okay, then plant physiology, and then cell cycle, then cell biology, means cell cycle and cell organelles, and these all are considered in cell biology. Okay, then you see the animal physiology. Okay, so after the animal physiology, the 11th biology will stop. Okay, now first of all, we start the unit 4 and chapter 8, the cell, the unit of life. Okay, unit of life, the cell. So first of all, if you see the atmosphere and if you see the all living world and non-living things, so you see the living things are made up of cell. As you know, you earlier studied in the previous years that the whole living worlds are made up of cells. Now you see, okay, so not only the cells, there are so many things, and there are different animals and different plants are there in living world. Okay, so if you see the world, there are the various diversities, various types of animals, various types of plant, and they have the different adaptations, and they have the different nature, and they have the different appearance. These all are made up of cells. So cell is the unit of life. Okay, we can say that the cell is the unit of life. So we easily see the if you see the previous year's textbook, you have studied about the cells. Okay, so what is cell? And previously you considered the cell is the functional and structural unit of our body. Okay, cell is the functional and structural unit of our body. So in the history, if you see the history, okay, so there are so many scientists which have worked on this area like cell biology. Okay, and they gave the so many research papers and so many researchers that the cell biology will develop, and at present we can easily see the cells and what present within the cells. These all things which can see the which we can see easily. Okay, with the help of microscope. Okay, so these are the inventions which occurs due to the development of science and etc. But we are focusing on the cell. So first of all, the Leeuwenhoek, which is the first scientist who see the cell. Rather, it is he was the first man who see the cells. Okay, ही फाउंड दी सेल्स ऑन दी ऑक ट्री, ऑक प्लांट, उसकी जो ट्री है ओके, उसके अंदर उन्होंने सेल्स फर्स्टली ऑब्जर्व किए. नाउ देन आफ्टर द इन्वेंशन ऑफ माइक्रोस्कोप एंड धीरे धीरे माइक्रोस्कोप के जैसे इन्वेंशन बढ़ते गए, माइक्रोस्कोप डेवलप्ड होते गए, देन रॉबर्ट ब्राउन who was the first observer of nucleus, okay, he observed the nucleus. Robert Brown observed the nucleus and धीरे धीरे सेल के बारे में और पता चलता गया. okay, so then after this invention of cell and its nucleus, then the scientists believe that the living cells are okay, they believe that the animals are made up of cells, and there are so many animals, like unicellular animals are also there, and they do their function with these same or single cells. okay, they do respiration, they do excretion, they do reproduction through a single cell. okay, that's why a single cell is capable for these all reactions or for this all processes. That's why we can see कि cell is the structural and functional unit of our life, okay, or structural and functional unit of our body. okay, so cell can do the all metabolic processes and so many metabolic processes and biochemical process which occurs in the cell, within the cell. So cell are highly evolved thing. It evolved start from the origin of earth. जब से ओरिजिन हुआ है अर्थ का, तब से सेल है वो डेवलपमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ है. एंड देन नाउ एट प्रेजेंट टुडे वी कैन सी द हाईली डेवलप्ड सेल. ओके, अगर हम आगे बढ़े तो जैसे जैसे ये इन्वेंशन बढ़ता गया, देन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सेल देखा गया, देन न्यूक्लियस देखा गया, एंड देन जो सेल थियोरी आई, जो लिविंग वर्ल्ड में सेल थियोरी है वो कैसे आई, कि सेल थियोरी क्या है, कि क्या बोला गया था सेल थियोरी में, एंड हाउ द पीपल नोज द सेल इज आवर structural unit and cell is the component of our body. okay, or of our body is made up of cell. okay, वो किसने बोला था और कहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ. so if you see the history in 1838, the Sleden, the German botanist, in 1838, Sleden, the German botanist, who was the botanist, and he researched on plant, and he saw the first cell wall in plant, because he is a botanist. He was the botanist. Firstly, he saw the plant's cell wall, which completely covered the cell. okay, so he firstly saw the plant wall, cell wall. उसने पहली बार सेल वॉल देखा था, प्लांट में रिसर्च किया. देन in 1839 the British zoologist Theodore Swan. So the Sleder and Swan, both one is the botanist and the another one is zoologist. So Sleder and Swan both उन्होंने साथ में मिलके क्या किया. So the zoologist, if he was zoologist, then obviously his research area is on animals. okay, so उसका जो रिसर्च एरिया था वो एनिमल्स थे. देन बॉटनिस्ट जो है उसका रिसर्च एरिया प्लांट होता है ऑब्वियसली. सो दैट्स व्हाई ही रिसर्च ऑन दी डिफरेंट एनिमल सेल्स एंड ही फाउंड दी सेल मेम्ब्रेन अराउंड दी सेल. okay, and he conclude that the cell component, cytoplasm and cell organelles which is bounded by a membrane, it's called cell membrane. As same as botanist में जो स्लीडन थे, उन्होंने क्या देखा कि जो बॉटनी, ये जो जूलॉजिस्ट है, उन्होंने जो बताया वही उसने सेल वॉल के बारे में बताया इन प्लांट्स. ओके, देन उन दोनों ने साथ में मिलके ये बताया कि ये जो पूरी सेल्स हैं, और सेल्स आर दी कंपोनेंट ऑफ आवर बॉडी and the secretions or the materials which is secreted by cells. So our body is made up of cells and their secretions or their products. This is the first rule of cell theory. उन्होंने क्या बोला कि जो ये सेल हमारा बॉडी है वो किससे बना हुआ है? Our body is made up of cells and their products. Okay, or the cells and their products are the component of our body. Okay, these both sentences are same. फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, the cells and their products which components our body. Okay, which are the components of our body. So सेल और उसकी जो प्रोडक्ट है उससे हमारा पूरा बॉडी बना हुआ है. सेल की प्रोडक्ट्स कौन कौन सी है? ओके, एंजाइम्स, hormones and different kinds of secretions and so many things which are secreted by cells, and so cells produce the different things. Okay, so our body is made up of cells and their products. Okay, so this is the first rule of cell theory. Now after some years, okay, there was the another scientist, Rudolf Virchow. Okay, so Rudolf Virchow says, okay, Rudolf Virchow studied the cell division, and his research on the cell division, and he said कि जो न्यू अराइवल सेल्स हैं which are arrived the newly formed cells which are arrived from the pre-existent cells, जो नए सेल्स हैं, ओके, जो नए सेल्स बनते हैं वो कहाँ से बनते हैं? The mother cells which is divided into two newly formed cells, and these newly formed cells comes from the mother cells. यानी जो नए सेल्स अभी बने हैं वो उनके पुराने सेल्स यानी their previous cells से डिवाइड होके बनते हैं. ओके, सो न्यूली फॉर्म्ड सेल्स आर अराइव्ड फ्रॉम दी प्री-एग्जिस्टेंट सेल्स. पहले जो जी रहे थे यानी पहले जो सेल्स थे उनका ही सेल डिवीजन होके न्यू एग्जिस्टेंस सेल्स बनते हैं. ओके, सो दिस इज द सेकेंड रूल ऑफ सेल थ्योरी. सो देयर आर टू रूल्स. First is the cells and their products are the component of our body, and the second thing is, so a newly formed cells comes from the pre-existent cells. Okay, so these are the two cell theory. Okay, इसको cell theory बोलते हैं. So Rudolf Virchow says and his research on cells in 1855. Okay, so it before 90s. Okay, it's called mid 80s, ऐसा बोल सकते हैं, mid 80s में है. Rudolf Virchow says the newly formation of new cells. So newly formed cells comes from the previously existent cells. Okay, जो पहले सर्वाइव कर रहे थे या पहले हैं उसी सेल्स में से डिवाइड होके नए सेल बनते हैं. So after the cell theory, so many scientists believe that the cell and their products they are the component of our body, and the second one is the new cells comes from the previous or pre-existent cells. Okay, ये जो है पूरी cell theory. Okay, and cell जो सेल है वो हमारे बॉडी का स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट है, एंड हमारा जो पूरा बॉडी है वो सेल से बना हुआ है. ओके, सो दिस इज इनफ फॉर द डेज. सो इस लेक्चर में मैंने सिर्फ सेल के बारे में बताया है और सेल थ्योरी के बारे में बताया है. ये सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्टरी है. जैसे जैसे हम आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे मैं और आपको सेल के बारे में बताता जाऊंगा. ओके, if you have any doubt then ask me in the group and comment on this video. Okay, so यहाँ तक रखते हैं. ओके, गुड बाय.